What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to the first, or maybe final, FA Cup tie of the season for the Reds. Jurgen Klopp's boys travel to the Emirates to take on Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. The big team news from Liverpool's perspective, no Virgil van Dijk in the matchday squad. He has an illness, not an injury, got to point that out. It's an illness from Virg that's keeping him out today. But both managers have gone relatively strong. There are some changes to the Arsenal team as well. No Gabriel Jesus today. He's out with a knee issue, according to Connor. So that's where we are with regards to players in and out. The teams are in there on the screen. The ones you can see are the confirmed 11s. And of course, we will go through it momentarily. Trent Alexander-Arnold will be your Liverpool captain today. And yeah, loads of people with questions in the chat as always. First one I see is, why is he not playing Jota? Got to admit, I'm also surprised. All I can think of is that he just doesn't want to push Diogo yet with him coming back from injury. But I was with you, fully expected to see Diogo Jota in the starting 11 today. But that's all right. We've gone strong. So let's have a look for the first time today, my friends, before we jump into the chat and say hello to everyone, at the Liverpool 11 to take on Arsenal today. Now, just a reminder, Arsenal are going to be in their all-white kit today. No more red, being no more knife crime, no more young deaths needlessly taking place. I love that initiative from Arsenal, and I hope everybody is supportive of it as well. So well done to Arsenal Football Club on that one. You can't understate these clubs and their impact on society and their impact on the people around them. So well done to Arsenal Football Club for that one. So right, it is Alisson Becker today in goal for Liverpool. And then it's a back four of Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, Joe Gomez at left back. It's Ibu in with Jarell Quansah today in the centre-back positions. Then it's going to be McAllister, Jones, and Harvey Elliott in midfield. Diaz is going to be on the right-hand side of attack, which is interesting. I did call that in my preview. On the left-hand side, we think it's going to be Gakpo and Darwin Núñez through the centre. So that's your Liverpool team. We'll take a quick look at the Arsenal team and then we'll go into the chat. So Arsenal have Ramsdale, who comes in the place of David Raya. Then White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior, Rice, Jorginho, Odegaard, Saka, Nelson and Havertz. So that is the Arsenal 11 for the day. Thank you to Connor and Ben for getting this stuff ready in the background for me. Right, love you, Craig. Love that, Robert. That's the way we start the stream, bud. Well in, we love that. Thank you, Robert, and much love right back to you, my friend. Whereas Van Dijk, he has an illness, mate. An illness. Nothing to be concerned about with Virg's longer term. Just unfortunately, you know, it's the time of the year, isn't it? Where, you know, you pick up these little bugs and stuff. So Van Dijk is not available for today. People are asking me what the Liverpool bench is. No problemo. It's Queeveen Kelleher, Diogo Jota, Ryan Gravenberch, Bobby Clark, Luke Chambers, Kate Gordon, James McConnell, Connor Bradley and Trey Neone. That is the Liverpool bench for you today. So mixture of youth and experience on there for the boys as well. So how are we feeling about this game? Let's be honest. I want to know, is it the be all and end all for you? Are you going to be really annoyed if Liverpool don't at least get a replay from it? You know what? Nobody's listening, right? It's just us. I'm not that fussed if we go out today. Is that wrong? Because honestly, I'm looking at what we have ahead of us. I'm looking at the League Cup semi-final first leg coming up on Wednesday. I'm looking at the Premier League title race. Look, you never want to get beaten. You never want to get beaten. But if you had to pick one game to lose, if there was just one, this would be it for me. I can't lie. Especially because it's so early in the competition, you know. You look at the domestic cups, and this is the way I look at them anyway. You know, if you get through the early rounds, then you consider yourself, all right, maybe we go a bit more strong. But when you get drawn against Arsenal away in the third round, you're thinking, oh, one or two ways to look at this. Either if we win, we've knocked out one of the favourites for the FA Cup, or if we lose, well, look, it gives Klopp a bit more time to rest the boys. And I never want Liverpool to lose. But you know what I also don't want? A replay. Because I don't want another game crammed into the calendar. Mark, thank you, buddy, for gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you. If we lose, I don't mind too much, but I also want to win just because it's Arsenal and we deserve to win at Anfield. Totally get that, Robert. Totally get that. Look, you never want to lose. Of course you don't. And yes, there could be a little psychological advantage here. But I would argue, my good friends, that we've already struck that psychological advantage by going on top of the league table. I think we've already done well there. Right, Scotty, who's been a member for, are you ready for this? 32 months. Well in, Scotty. He said, come on, Liverpool, let's do it. We believe in Klopp and the boys, up the Reds. And thank you, mate, for your unbelievable support to the channel. That's gone on 3 years nearly now, bud. Liz said, happy match day, let's effing go. See, I'm trying not to swear. I'm doing my best not to swear. But Liz, I've corrupted her. She knows I have. Her husband knows I have. Liz, let me tell you a little story about our friend Liz. When Liz first came to the channel, Liz was very loving, very prim, very proper, very open, very kind. And she still is. But she's also now got that ruthless, nasty, sweary streak in her that I'm quite proud of as a friend. So well done, Liz, and we hope your recovery has gone well, my friend. Much love as always to you, Ian, and the family. Am I surprised at the lineup? Said Vea, and thank you for your comment. Am I surprised? I'm a little bit, but not in a bad way. Like, I did think we'd go relatively strong, and with Verge not being available, that forces the Kanade and Kwanzaa centre-back pairing, which I'm absolutely sound with, because, you know, they're two good centre-backs. So, the only thing I think I agree with our friend earlier on, I'm a little bit surprised we didn't see Diogo Jota in the starting 11, particularly with how much he loves a goal against Arsenal. Some confusion on Twitter. There is VAR today since it's a Premier League stadium. No VAR in the FA Cup, only in grounds. FA Cup only in grounds without the tech. So, no VAR in the FA Cup, only in grounds without the tech. So, you've confused the crap out of me there as well with that statement. Some confusion on Twitter. There is VAR today. Well, that's all we need to know. There is VAR. It's at the Emirates. There is VAR in play. That'll do me. Jamie said, love you, Craig. You got me through some tough times in life. Turning into the stream and seeing your great reactions to goals and news updates. Keep being you, pal. It's like you guys read my mind today. Honestly. Because all week I've been saying to myself, I've softened up too much. I've become too nice. People look at me and go, what now? You've what? I think I have, you know. I'm more angry. I'm more over the top. Sometimes when you get and the channel's growing, you second guess yourself because you're thinking, do I need to be more commercial? Do I need to hold back on some of the swearing? And I feel like I fall into that trap occasionally, and I don't like it because I want to be me. I want to be me with the reins off, and damn it, whatever comes of it, comes of it. So expect more normality today for our OG viewers. I'm going to try and be myself more because I enjoy being me. Arsenal have gone pretty strong, haven't they? I think we both have poke cards. I think we both have, mate. I think both managers have treated the game with respect, but also made some changes. So I think it's pretty much as I expected, albeit I didn't know what 11s both managers were going to put out. Spot on, Craig. Love that. Look, it's a horrible trap because you get into this situation, right, where your channel's growing, your views are going, and then you think to yourself, if I'm swearing and I'm getting demonetized, I'm costing us a fortune. But then I just remember that I'm in this for the fun. And I'd rather be demonetized than be myself and have fun. But people get very offended when I swear at our players. So that's one thing I'm trying not to do, is to not keep my swearing and my anger for the officials or the opposition and treat our players with the respect that you guys want me to. No Gravenberch and VVD Klopp selling. Well, no. VVD's ill, mate. So that's why there's no VVD in the squad. It's got nothing to do with Klopp doing that, and VVD's unwell. Gravenberch's on the bench, and look, no problem. Elliott has been doing bits when he's played, so he probably deserves a start. So I'm all right with it. Look, I would have had Gravenberch in there myself, but it is what it is, and we've a big game coming up on Wednesday as well, so we need to keep that in mind. Right. Please do hit that subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and don't forget to keep your comments coming. My wife's cooking me, and not in a good way, like not in the way you guys cook me with your comments. Sometimes she's cooking me as in she's literally trying to bake me to death. Darling! Nope, that doesn't work. Need to go old school. Sabrina! Can you stop cooking me, please? I think she heard me. See, the darling part doesn't work. You need the good old-fashioned Sabrina! Shout out to Brian, by the way. Me and Brian did a little bit of planning yesterday. It looks like there could be a boys' trip to Vegas in October. Purely for research purposes, don't you know? It's purely for research purposes, Sabrina. I don't know why you're coming in being all angry. If I go to Vegas, it's for research, love.
I don't mind being without you for...
Now, some of that research might have to take place in titty bars, but that's not on me. I don't make these decisions.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
It'd be nice for you to see some that are where they're meant to be.
The window! To the wall! Can you turn off the heating, please? It's roasting.
Yeah, I turned it off.
Thank you.
Right,
235k, we keep on going. Yes, we're really close to 236. We're like 100 and something subscribers away. Some outlets seem to think Gakpo off the right. It could be. Like, it's guesswork, right? You don't know. I'd like to see Diaz on the right. Because I'd like to see this old school, wingers that go around the outside and not cut inside all the time. I think Gakpo on the right, Diaz on the left. It could be, look. It could be. We're sort of guessing here. And of course, if they do move, and that is the way they line up, we will alter our graphic on screen. I say that knowing that I won't have to do anything and that'll be on Connor and Ben. So we'll absolutely change the graphic. That's no problem. Diaz left, Harvey right, Gakpo midfield. No, I think Harvey midfield. But look, we'll wait and see. This is sort of guesswork at this point because we just know the 11 and we're trying to piece it together. What's your thoughts on Jota starting? I would have liked him to start, Brody. He does cook versus Arsenal, as you've said. But also, maybe Klopp's just looking ahead to Wednesday because big game against We'll try that again. Big game against Fulham coming up on Wednesday, first leg of the League Cup semis. Who's the most dangerous from Arsenal, do you feel? Let me have a look at the Arsenal team again and then we'll answer your question. So Havertz has a knack of scoring back post headers that worry me. Other than that, I mean, you're probably looking at Saka, aren't you? He has rung the changes, so Saka maybe, but everybody say a prayer for Saka before the game because we know the rough treatment he gets according to Mikel Arteta. You don't write to the Premier League asking to protect your winger unless there's something up. Isn't that right, Mr. Arteta? And so Saka. But also Rice. Rice a big player as well. It's almost a horrible tie for the third round of the FA Cup, You watch other teams, you see, for instance, West Brom taking on Aldershot, or Forest at home to Blackpool, although that was 2-2 last I seen, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, this is going to be a tough one. And it will. But, as I said, it's interesting. I hope Craig Houlden gets off the bench, gets some minutes as well, by the way. Interested to see his comeback from injury and how impactful he can be. He's such a good player, Craig Houlden. That injury setback was really tough, so hopefully we start to see him ease back in as well. Davino said, yes, Craig, another big day for the Reds. Keep being yourself. 250,000 soon. Hope all is well with you and the family. It is. Thank you. Family are all good, healthy and happy, and that's the most important thing. Keep being yourself. You wouldn't want to see the real me. Like, the real me. You'd be shocked. Like, yeah. This is the toned down version of me because the real me sings some very weird songs and stuff that probably wouldn't make sense to anybody else. Arsenal will probably cheat again. I mean, let's not start already, Jacob. Come on. It's up to the referees and VAR. So if Arsenal do try some shenanigans, which I'm not calling them on, let's wait and see what happens. The refs are there. We've got VAR today. Any more updates on January transfers? Not really. There's kind of mixed feelings about this window. You'll get some people who say we're putting in very low offers for centre-backs. You'll get others who say we're not doing anything. And then you'll get people like me who are just being honest and saying, I'm just reporting what's in the media at this point because I've not heard anything you don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that transfer deals are done when they're not. So I'm just going to go with the flow this window and keep reporting what the media and the journalists are saying, and we have conversations about it in the chat. I'm a Barcelona fan, looking forward to this game. Welcome in, PJ. Appreciate you being in, my man. Fan of Barcelona myself, don't you know? So great to have you in. I want to win every trophy we're playing for this year, said Lorcan. That's, an admirable position to have, mate. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, if we do lose one, and it happens to be this one, I'd rather it than the league game against Arsenal coming up at the start of next month. Like, to me, that's a more important game. You get fans and you get supporters. Which one are you? What? Well, I guess I'd call myself a fan because I'm not one of these people that is a happy clapper, as I like to call them. I'm not going to sit here and praise stuff that's not good, but I'm absolutely going to go over the top for stuff that is. So, I don't know, I call myself a fan because I don't blindly support the club. I call out the stuff I believe to be wrong. Mark, thank you for gifting another membership, my man. You're very kind. So we do have a poll open in the chat asking you guys who you think is going to go through today. 85%. My God, you're feeling ballsy. 85% go with Liverpool to go through to the next round. Wow. Don't forget there is replays. So if it is a draw today, it will be back at Anfield for the replay. We are top of the list for FFP in the league, though. We made the most profit. Look, I'm not at all, mate, trying to suggest we don't have money to spend. We absolutely should, and we've seen with the Caicedo bid that there is money available, but I just don't know what's happening at the minute. And, you know, my motto is, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. If I don't know what, I'm going to tell you I don't know what. And this window, my gut feeling is that we will do something, but towards the end of the window when some things become a bit clearer. So the Ivan Toney situation, that'll be played out. Whether he moves in January or whether he holds off till the summer, that might trigger a couple of things to happen. Maybe players getting a little bit skittish ahead of the Euros in the summer. Maybe some people force moves later in the window or want to get more game time. Look at Timo Werner's move going to Spurs. That's pretty much to try and get himself back into the Germany squad. So I think it is, like Paul Joyce said, the as things stand bit was pretty important to me in his sentence because it kind of makes sense that Liverpool look, monitor and wait. I would have loved on day one for us to go out and get a centre-back, but ultimately, if the club get their man and they have their timings right, I'll be happy. But what I don't want to happen is us to end up with an injury in the latter part, like near the end of the season, and not have cover. That would be a real frustration, but let's wait and see. Is there extra time if we draw? No, replay. Is VVD injured? No, he's just ill. I don't know exactly what illness he has, like whether it's a stomach bug or whatever, but he is just ill, so no long-term concerns there with Verge. Where do you think Fabio will go? Genuinely, there's a whole host of clubs that are interested in him. So you've got, I think, Southampton, Leicester in the Championship, Fulham, Everton, and a couple of other Premier League clubs. So I don't know is the honest answer, but I hope it's the right pick for him and he actually gets some minutes so we can really see what he can do. Mark, I think you've gifted another membership there. Thank you, mate. You're very, very kind. Am I a fan of replays? No, I'm not. Not when you've got a season like we have now where at the moment some clubs are short because players are gone to the AFCON or players are gone to the Asia Games. Then you've got the Euros coming up in the summer. Then you've got the Club World Cup, the new Club World Cup coming up down the line. When are the players going to get chances to get breaks? So no, I'm absolutely not a fan of replays at this point. Back in the day, yeah, no problem with them. But now with the amount of games players have been asked to play and the length of the games with the VAR stoppages and stuff, I think I'd rather the games just be done with on the day. Now, I do like the idea of no extra time go straight to penalties for, let's say, third or fourth rounds of the FA Cup. That would be great. I like the way they do that in the League Cup. No extra time in the games to penalties. That makes more sense. Yeah, so what's the drink for today? Again, I'm going to be myself like I promised you earlier on and say that I don't want one. I just don't want one. That's the honest truth. I just want to sit here, drink water and be myself. And yeah, so there is drinks in the fridge, but I really just don't want one today, mate, because I'm trying to be a bit more clean in the way I eat and drink. New Year's resolution and all that, you know. Got to drop some pounds this year, lads. Got to do it. Can't be carrying this weight around anymore. Need to be at my fittest and healthiest. Getting older, you know. You notice when you get older that you can't eat food the same way you used to. It doesn't sit the same way. When I was a younger man, God almighty, you'd be out and you'd be having late takeaways and you'd be... Oh, these days, just look at something and I get heartburn. There is VAR in the FA Cup, Ashiel, or Ahil. There is. There is VAR today in this game. If not a Premier League ground with VAR, there's VAR. Get some coconut water into yourself. See, that's a bit too bougie for me, George. Like, I mean, I have levels of bouginess. I'm willing to buy Voss and have it imported, but I don't know about coconut water, dude. Where's VVD? He's got an illness. So for those who are asking again, VVD's not injured, nothing to be concerned about, but he does have an illness which keeps him out of the game today. So we've got about 38 minutes to kick off, my friends. Do keep your comments coming in. Anything you want to ask, lash into the chat. Anything you want to share with us, again, same thing. But most importantly, hit the subscribe button, drop a like on the stream. This is the year. 2024 is the year we hit that 250,000 subscriber mark. Where does this journey end? That's what I keep asking myself, honestly. Like, how did we get here? When are people going to cop on and realise that I'm blagging it? Because I feel like I've always felt like an imposter in this. So, yeah, let's get to that 250,000. How mad is that to say? 250,000 for us, little old Anfield Agenda in our community. It's chugging along nicely. Craig, I miss Endo. Isn't that lovely to say, though, Zakir? Like, I'm with you. I'm totally with you. But it's a good thing to say, right? Because we didn't know what way Endo was going to go in the early days. Even up until maybe a month ago, we didn't know what way Endo was going to go. But you saying you miss him and me saying, yeah, I agree with you, isn't that a nice thing to say? Because it proves that Klopp got another one right. And it proves that the 16 million he spent to solve a problem was a bargain. Now, it's not 4, 5, 6 year answer, but it's certainly a good enough to do us now answer, and that's a lovely thing to say, because let's be honest, we were all unsure. Any news on Thiago? So they're being careful with him. Like, Klopp saying he could train, but they're just being really careful with the hip. So I don't know what to expect from Thiago, when to expect him. There's still some talk of Barcelona being linked with Thiago. But let's just see if he can get back in the training pitch full time first and see if he starts getting some minutes. When's Robbo back? Again, no hard date given, but probably before the end of January. What else we got in the chat? Is Mac the number 6? We believe so, Barry. Yes. But of course, we have to wait for the boys to line up to give you that confirmation. But yes, we believe Alexis is in the 6. If Endo's 24 or 25, said Abbas, oh, dude. Imagine, if Endo was 25 and we'd signed him now and he's been starting to do as well as he has, oh my God, that would go down as another Andy Robertson level bargain, probably. Because I still look at that Andy Robertson deal, and basically we swapped them for Kevin Stewart. He went to Hull, we got X amount of money, we bought Robbo for pretty much similar money from the same club. And as they say, the rest is history, right? Because Andy Robertson is in Liverpool folklore now. And those stories, they're never lost on me. Like, I remember Andy Robertson posting, they just wanted a job. I think it was at Queen's Park or something. He'd been let go by Celtic. Maybe I have the timeline slightly wrong in that, but I remember Robbo posting, he just wanted a job. And now look at him, left back and legendary left back for Liverpool Football Club. It's mad. Life throws stuff at you that you just don't know, but it's another great example of don't give up. Keep fighting, keep plugging away, and you never know what's around the corner. Kaz, how are we? Kaz, partner of Adam, of course, so from Forever United TV is in the chat. How are we, Kaz? Hope you and Adam and family are well. Hope you're enjoying the new kitchen. And I also hope you get beat tomorrow. Sorry, Kaz. You're going to hate me for that, my man. Or my friend. But, yeah, I can't pretend I want you to win. But hello. I hope you're all well. What do you think of Jordan Henderson possibly going to Chelsea? So, right. I'm not going to go in on Hendo because I'm letting go of all that bitterness. But if Jordan Henderson goes from Liverpool to Saudi, selling all his morals, then realises Saudi ain't it, which is fair enough. But if he goes to Chelsea, Chelsea are the antithesis of everything Liverpool stand for. It would be, to me, it wouldn't be great for the old legacy going to Chelsea, in my opinion. It's just, again, it's the anti of everything Liverpool stand for. So I don't know. I can understand why Chelsea might want that bit of experience, but look, as long as he doesn't come back to Liverpool, he's not my problem really. So let's wait and see what happens. I'm not surprised that it's not worked out for him in Saudi. You know, it must be a huge culture shock. Must be strange. And apparently he's going to forego a lot of money in taxes and earnings if he comes back to the Prem. But I think the bigger question is he still a Premier League player? I think that's more of a pertinent question than where he goes, because I wouldn't have him back at Liverpool just from a playing perspective. And I can't think of many Premier League clubs that he'd be able to go in and do a job for. So, yeah, I'm interested to see who's up for taking him. Craig, on realistic terms, who's your Salah replacement? Olise. Yeah. I've given up on the Bone thing because of the price that I'd seen thrown about of 100 million. That's nonsense. Olise would be the one for me. And as we spoke about with Olise, a couple of clubs interested, well, maybe three. Liverpool, Manchester United, City have been linked as well. But the interesting thing about Olise is his contract has the release clause that we know about, that new one that was negotiated last summer. Doesn't come into effect till next summer, and it's rumoured to be about £60 million. So, yeah, Olise for me would be a perfect guy to bring in, because I'd want Olise even if Mo stays, to be honest with you, because I like the idea of moving Mo centrally, and then you can stick Olise out on the right wing. Do I watch Gaelic? Not really. I'll watch the Championship when it gets down to after the Leinster title. Whenever Dublin pick up their next Leinster title, I'll jump on board the hype train then. Do you think we'll sell Darwin soon? No, I don't. I'm not at the point of selling Darwin yet, but I am hoping we see an upturn between now and the end of the season in his conversion percentages. Right, what else we got in the chat? What's Gaelic? Gaelic football, Linda. Gaelic football. How would I describe a mixture of kind of Aussie rules and football is kind of the best way to describe it. How's your day been? Relatively short, to be honest with you. I was up late last night watching the NFL, and I'll be up late tonight watching it. So I only dragged my ass out of bed in time to have some coffees and sit here and chat to you good folks ahead of this game. So we have half an hour until kickoff, and 2,700 people, nearly 2,800 people in the chat already. Thank you so much for that. Hurling's a mixture between hockey and murder. No, that's not the joke. You ruined the joke. The joke about hurling was that it's a mixture of Quidditch and murder. That was the joke. Who's your favourite NFL team? So I decided last night. It's funny you ask me this, because I've been honest and said to you guys, I've been waiting. And last night I decided Houston Texans. That's where I'm going. That's going to be the team for me. I was looking at CJ Stroud last night, and I'm getting on board the hype train. So, Houston Texans. Because nobody else has said that in the chat yet. I've seen Eagles fans. I've seen Niners fans. I've seen Dolphins fans. I've seen Bills fans. I've seen Patriots fans. But I have not yet seen the Houston Texans. So, I'm jumping on board that hype train. So, yes, Houston Texans for me, please. I'm from Houston, mad respect. There you go, Lukey. There you go. That Stroud kid looks legit. Honestly, he looks legit. Now look, I'm new to NFL. I'm only two and a half years into watching it. I'm from Houston, Texas, said RBX Squad. Nice. Who should take penalties in Salah's absence? I'm going to say McAllister, Tifa. You know, so for me, Alexis. Don't know about you guys. Bears, oh Samuel, God bless you, mate. The Bears, even I know that's a heartache, dude. Playing the Packers tonight, though, right? The Bears. Be interested to see the Jordan Love angle in this game. Been interested in watching him actually take over this season, Jordan Love. So see if the Packers can whoop the Bears yet again. Yeah, but as I said, I'm new to it, so I'm kind of only just getting up to speed with the NFL. Pats, I'm going to the Pats Stadium. So we're going to Gillette Stadium when we're over in Boston. Brian was kind enough to say to us, do you want to go to a Pats game or to a Revolution game? So we're going to go over to see New England Revolution against Chicago in the day after the live show in Boston. Can't wait, because I wanted to go see an NFL stadium. There's no NFL on when we're over there. So being able to see New England Revolution at Gillette Stadium, that's going to be an experience I'm so excited about. I've been spending the last 2 days just looking around Gillette Stadium, looking at all the photos of it, looking at that big new massive screen, of course, on top of the lighthouse. I'm so excited. I mean, I can't wait to get to Boston. Canada is in the house. Nice. NFL, says Chris. I used to think that, Chris, but then I got into it. And when you get into it and you catch the bug, much like supporting Liverpool, it is still frustrating with all the breaks in the games, but those moments of magic, like Mahomes against what's his name, Josh Allen. I think it was 2 years ago in the playoffs, where there was like 3 touchdowns scored in 2 minutes or something, just crazy stuff altogether. Rank these 3: Darwin, Jackson, Hoyland. I'll rank them in the order you have them there. But in the long term, I'll swap Hoyland into second place. But for now, I think the order you have them there is about right. How about the Kansas City Chiefs? I'd feel like I'm a glory hunter. If I jumped on for the Chiefs, I'd feel like I'm a glory hunter. Adam said the Bills, nice. Josh Allen's awesome. Can't wait to see him and Tua battle it out tonight. Just imagine Mbappe, Nunez, Bowen. I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but it ain't going to happen. I'm a dreamer, but I'm not that much of a dreamer, I don't think. Do you think we have a chance to get Mbappe? I'm certainly not expecting it. And it would take... Look, I think it all comes down to what happens with Mbappe in Madrid. I've said this all along. If Madrid are serious, and apparently the offer on the table for Madrid is the same offer that was there 18 months ago. So, look, if he chooses Madrid, understandable completely. If he doesn't go to Madrid, maybe then I'll get a little bit excited, but I'm refusing to allow myself just yet. Is Jota being punished for the dive? There was no dive, so I don't know what you'd be punished for. I don't know what dive we talking about. The ankle clip from Dubravka, the one where the goalkeeper himself literally said it was a penalty, where the referees and VAR said it was a penalty, where we seen the clip on the ankle. So I don't know what the dive was. I didn't see a dive. And I'll defend Jota on that to the death, because I admit at first I thought it was a dive, but as I said on the watch along, when I watched it and I seen the ankle clip and he took a step and a half, 2 steps and goes down, that's all I needed to see. I'm a Denver Broncos fan. Ben, dude. Oh, sorry. Even Homer Simpson knew. Oh, the Denver Broncos. Is Mark LFC my brother? I'm an only child, mate. I've got no brothers and sisters, so no. Mark's just the chief moderator on the channel, and somebody we're very lucky to have working alongside us and helping us out with the chat all the time. Let me just remove the usual comments of silliness from the children. So remember the safe word. Muskrat is your safe word. I hope the lads will get a muskrat emoji for the members. And by the way, if you do want to become a member, you've got 2 options. You've got Anfield Agenda FC, which gets you custom emojis. It gets you to take part in viewers' polls. It gives you your name in green, the Anfield Agenda logo beside your name, and lots of other bits and pieces. If you have Anfield Agenda Ultras, you get everything I've mentioned before, but you get access to our Discord group, which is for moderators and Ultra members only. So if you do take out that membership and you look on the membership tab of the channel, you'll see a link there then to join the Discord. JC Galvadil said, I'm his daddy though. If by daddy you mean badge maker, then yes, correct. Now remember, front row JC, I need you bantering me at the live show, mate. A brawl broke out last night at the House of Blues, Boston. Some big 6'5" monster got his ass whooped by an angry Irishman. Woo! Sorry, JC. Love you, bro. We eating good steak when we're over there as well, mate. Green Bay Packers beat the Chiefs to win the first Super Bowl in 1967. There you go. Craig Hooper is on VAR. Thank you, Random Shorts. Appreciate that. What's my prediction? I went 1-1. 1-1 was my prediction. Now remember, Arsenal are wearing their all-white kit today, which means no more red. So they're standing up against knife crime and these needless attacks and deaths of people. Not just in London, in all major cities around the world. So well done to Arsenal on that. It's an initiative I'm sure you all support. I certainly do. So well done to Arsenal Football Club on that. Afternoon, Craig. Wishing you and your family well. We make it only 10 million less than Madrid, but act like we look down the sofa for a quid to spend. Dude, you're preaching to the choir, mate. You're preaching to the choir. So, look, everyone loves a bargain. We all love being clever. We all love when we pull a gem out. But sometimes you do want to just act like a big club, right? Sometimes you want to just throw your nuts on the table and go, yeah, I'm here for business. And yeah, look, if we don't do anything in this window, man, I don't know what to say. Like, league title's there. I want us to do our best to win it. That's basically where all this comes from. All very well, but virtue signalling. Is it really virtue signalling? And is that a bad thing? So, you're saying it's all very well virtue signalling. It's raising awareness of a topic that I think everybody can relate to and everybody can understand. Like, can you imagine your child, teenager, being stabbed, being attacked? I can't. I couldn't come back from that if it happened to my kid. So whether you want to say it's virtue signalling or not, it's a good initiative, and it's one that at least they're doing something. So I think it's fair play to Arsenal, fair play to Spurs, and like all football clubs that, you know, do these type of things in their communities. I think it's a wonderful initiative. It's a difficult thing to try and stop, but surely doing something, even just starting the conversation, is better than nothing. Oh, we've got a muskrat emoji now. Nice. So that's another reason to become a member, because now the members have the access to the muskrat emoji, which is our safe word. So here's why we introduced it. Sometimes I catch onto a negative comment or a troll and I go spend 2-3 minutes moaning at them. This is where, if you guys want me to move on from a subject or stop having a go at someone, lash the muskrat emoji in, and that's the safe word, muskrat. Go to the North End in Boston. You're gonna have to give me more. You're gonna have to give me more information than that, dude. What else we got in the chat? Your score predictions are so terrible. With your predictions, we would be going invincible and winning every season. So, fair enough, but do you think I'm ever going to predict that we lose? And if I did genuinely predict a game I thought we'd lose, it might be one a season away at the Etihad. And we drew that, so... And also, by the way, you obviously don't watch much of the channel, because if you do know about my predictions, I think my predictions are pretty shit hot. And I also get a lot of them right, particularly with the starting 11s. So, yeah, I'm alright with my predictions. You're never going to get a fan channel to want to say they're going to lose. Like, I mean, would anybody? What's the point in me even sitting here? 3-1 Liverpool. Elliot, Diaz and Nunes to score. I don't really mind who scores, so yes, I'll take that one. I see so much of Virgil in Kwanzaa. He's taking the league by storm. Yeah, it's such a great story, the Jarrell Kwanzaa one, and there's something special about a player coming through the academy and working and hitting, and Kwanzaa so far has just been impeccable. So yes, it's a fantastic story, and long may it continue. What's the bench? 2 secs, dude. 2 seconds. Right, so Liverpool bench today is Kelleher, Jota, Gravenberch, Clark, Chambers, Gordon, McConnell, Bradley and Naomi. That's the Liverpool bench. The Arsenal bench is Raya, Cedric, Walters, Sousa, Smith Rowe, Nwaneri, Trossard, Martinelli and Nketiah. So they're your 2 benches for the game. Thoughts on AJ versus Ngannou? I can totally see why AJ's taking the fight. So think of it this way, and you probably are already. AJ just stopped Wallen, who gave Fury a tough time, and the fight was almost stopped because they cut in Fury's eye. So he did that, and now he's going after the guy that Fury fought and, let's say, went life and death with. And if he beats him, he's going to just basically try to embarrass Fury into fighting him. And I like it. Because I don't give a damn what happens. Tyson Fury goes, wins the Undisputed, brilliant. Tyson Fury goes, loses the Undisputed, brilliant. Don't care. Still want to see AJ fight Fury. I think as fans, we'd be robbed if we didn't see that. And that's unacceptable. So I hope whatever happens, we see AJ Fury. It has to. The public deserve to see that fight. Whether there's titles on the line or not. Would you look at this special case in the chat? So he spells his account name Loserpool, which you got right, by the way, mate. Well done. But then you go on to say Loserpool finished. How can you spell it wrong when your account name is literally the word that you're going for, my man? Be better. Come on now. Just copy and paste your username next time. Be easier for you. I think Gakpo will bag 1, Darwin will bag 2. I mean, just you're hoping for 3 there. That's. Do you think we see AJ Usyk 3? I've got to be honest, Liam, I don't really want to see AJ Usyk 3, bud. Usyk is just a better boxer. We found that out twice, and fair play. But so one thing I want to say about boxing is we need to all understand that it's the fight business. People are going to lose. And if you lose, it's not the end of you. So, like, if Fury lost to Usyk, I still really want to see Fury against AJ. So, yeah, I hope that that's one thing we can start to understand, particularly in heavyweight boxing. A loss shouldn't define a career. Even a couple of losses. Like, look at all the greats, your Manny Pacquiao's. They all had losses on their records. I mean, Floyd Mayweather didn't, but he was particularly clever about when he fought people and was probably the best defensive boxer of his generation by a long way. I'm really happy Harvey is starting. So am I, Nomad. Harvey Elliott's been really good in possession this season. And again, him and Curtis Jones, you see them coming through. And now here they are starting away at the Emirates together in midfield in an FA Cup game. It's just testament to their hard work, to the coaching, and I suppose to the belief from Klopp. Boxing is rigged like most sports nowadays. So when it goes to the cards, Barry, yes. I'm not going to lie, mate. There's been many boxing cards where we've looked at the judges' scores and it's not really lined up with the reality of what we've seen. So I can't disagree with you on that one. But that's one of the reasons that I do like heavyweight boxing that bit more, is because a lot of the time it doesn't go to the scorecards because you've got big, monstrous men, and if somebody connects on the jaw, it's night usually. So that's why heavyweight boxing, I think, has that jeopardy in it. Brian, thank you, mate, for gifting those memberships. Brian has gifted 20 Anfield Agenda memberships. Appreciate that, Brian, as always. I'll see you in Boston and Vegas. Gomez and Curtis have really stepped up this year, said Lorcan and Riley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thoughts on VVD not being in the squad? Well, there's no thoughts on it, really, because he's ill, unfortunately, mate. So it's nothing to do with resting him or anything like that. Unfortunately, Verge is just ill. Craig Tyson lost to Buster Douglas. Oh, I know. Over in Tokyo. I remember watching that fight with my dad and just being like, oh my God, like the great Mike Tyson just lost. But then I watched the great documentary on Buster Douglas a few years later as well. And it's nice to know these little unknown stories around the fights and stuff. Missed my membership super chat. Apologies, Nevlin. Where is your chat, mate? Let me go back up and find it. Where's Nevlin? There it is. Craig, have you been following Joey Barton? What's your views up the Reds? I see a Darwin Masterclass coming in. So, what's my views on Joey Barton? So, let me say, I want to caveat what I'm about to say, I guess. So, do I think that somewhere in everything Joey Barton said, there is a small resemblance of truth? Yes. Has he absolutely butchered the way he said it, and is he an absolute arsehole? Yes. Should he be ostracised from football? Yes. His views were disgusting. And going around acting like a hard man when you wouldn't bait snow off a rope is particularly embarrassing for Barton. But he's an idiot, in my opinion. I'm somebody that, got to be honest with you, there's some stuff being rammed down my throat in the media that I'm not really here for, but it's a personal preference. But there are ways about going about expressing your opinions, and I'd like to give him the benefit of the doubt and think that maybe he's having some type of struggle or episode. But it's not a good look when you've got somebody who was, such a big part of the game, lashing out in such a negative, misogynistic, disgusting way. Like, just, yeah. Who was Joey Barton and what did he do? I mean, I love that you don't know who he is. That genuinely makes me happy. So, well in. Joey Barton is what can best be described as the B-Tech Rosetta Stone. So if ever you want to learn French, Joey Barton's School of French is where you need to go. Joey Barton so eloquently speaking in English with a French accent is just peak football. So yes, Joey Barton is Rosetta Stone the second, but he's also an absolute twat. Where can I watch this game? It's on BBC. I don't know, in other parts of the world, but in Ireland, the UK, you can watch it free to air on BBC. Joey Barton was an average footballer. Well, average for a pro, yes. Better than all of us, but like average for a pro, yeah. What was my prediction? I went 1-1, Endry, 1-1. I don't want to replay. I hope it's settled on the day today, but yes, I went 1-1. Can you say the bench, please? Absolutely. The bench, please. You're welcome, Omar. I'm only joking, bud. I'm only joking. 1 second. Kelleher, Jota, Gravenberch, Clark, Chambers, Gordon, McConnell, Bradley, Neone. That's Liverpool bench. The Arsenal bench is Raya, Cedric, Walters, Sousa, Smith Rowe, Nwaneri, Trossard, Martinelli, and Nketiah. Whereas Verge, he's got an illness, unfortunately. Yusuk, he's got an illness, mate. So nothing to be concerned about longer term, but just isn't available for today. No Owen Beck. No, he's suspended, Liam. So really weirdly, the situation with Owen Beck was he was brought back from Scotland, but I think it was in July in the League Cup up in Scotland. He picked up yellows which carried him a suspension, which unfortunately for us carries over. So, excuse me, a bit of the hiccups. Yeah, so no Owen Beck in the squad today because the suspension carries over from Scotland down to England. You should pin a comment saying Big Verge is ill. Yes, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. So I'm going to end the poll because 82% are saying Liverpool. But yes, good comment. I'm going to pin that comment. Let me just get that and then post. Pin it 1 second. Why does it not give me the option to pin it? It's not giving me the option to pin the comment for some reason. Why no option to pin? That's weird. It's not giving me an option to pin. There we go. It's pinned now. Thank you, whoever did that, Ben or Connor. And why is there 3 capitals? Yeah, no, I'm going to put that comment in again. It'll bug me that it's got capitals for the ill. There we go. There we go. Pinned it properly now. I've gone with the word sick instead of ill, so my stupid fat fingers didn't put on another capital. Would you rather Prime Mo or the Prem? The Prem. I mean, what? These are weird questions, but like, I want trophies. I want trophies. I want another league title. So yes, I'll have that. But like, they kind of go hand in hand. Prime Mo probably helps with that as well. Great show as usual. I'm in Gatwick before my flight. Happy New Year. Wow. I hope you're off somewhere nice, P. Happy New Year to you and the family as well. Laser Sharp said, hi Craig, what's your prediction for this game and what's your thoughts on Jordan Henderson wanting out of Saudi? 1-1 for the game. And the Saudi thing, not surprised. It never felt like a natural fit anyway. But what happened to growing the game? Remember, what happened to the love of growing the game over in other parts of the world? I mean, that's all he was in it for. It was nothing to do with the money or anything. So my first question to Jordan would be, have you grown the game now? Is it done? Mission completed? Or do you just realise it was a big mistake and it was always a mistake and your eyes were bigger than your belly, as we say over here in Ireland? Yeah, but look, ultimately it's a decision for him and his family. As long as he doesn't come back to Liverpool, because I don't think he's good enough to play for Liverpool at this point. I'm interested to see where he ends up. If he ends up at Chelsea, he's just digging that hole even bigger, in my opinion. Are there 2 legs? No, it will be a replay if it's a draw today, mate. On Wednesday, when we play Fulham in the League Cup semi-final, that will be 2 legs. Would I take a replay? I mean, I think I would, from the point of view of you're still in the competition and the replay will be at Anfield. But, you know, you don't want to pile more games on top of Jurgen and the lads either, so it'd be better if it was sorted today. Prime Salah or Prime Hazard? It's such a stupid question, I'm not answering it. Thoughts on KDB being back? I'm intrigued to see what level he gets back up to. And also, will he have more injury concerns? Because they were starting to pile up on him. So yeah, just intrigued to see how he comes back, because he's a wonderful footballer. Nunez hat-trick when he plays on the wing. Why not Penos? These are questions you should be asking the FA, mate, not me. I don't make the decisions on whether there are replays, penalties or whatnot. It is what it is. Why are Arsenal in the all-white kit? It's no more red campaign, James. It's to stop and raise awareness of knife crime, particularly amongst teenagers in London. And look, this isn't a London-only problem, but of course Arsenal being a London club, they're doing their part, and I think it's a great initiative. Full respect to Arsenal for it, and it is something that needs to be stamped out. Knife crime in general, it's such a needless, horrible crime that's taken so many young lives. So that's what the campaign is about, and fair play to Arsenal for it. Would rather lose than face a replay. I don't want the replay either. But we are moments away from this one getting underway, my friends. So sit back, relax, and I will do my best to take you through the game. We are at the Emirates. It is 4:30 almost. It is the FA Cup third round, and it's going to be Arsenal against Liverpool. What a game for a third round one, but let's see what the game has in store for us. I want to get your thoughts. If Mbappe doesn't go to Madrid, where do you see him going? I don't know, Liam. I mean, you'd hope we're in that conversation, right? But so what confuses me is this narrative that he's not going to make more money than Bellingham. Because 1 minute we're being told Bellingham's making 250 grand or so a week at Real Madrid, then another week we're being told it's 400 grand a week. But either way, if the narrative is that he's not going to make more money than Jude Bellingham at Madrid, do I think he signs a contract there on 400 grand a week? I'd be surprised. Do I know how many rounds there are? So this is the round of 64, Robert. So fourth round will be round of 32. Fifth round will be round of 16. Then quarterfinals in the sixth round. Seventh round will be semi-final. So I guess 8 altogether. I don't know what that means, Taishun. He said, did you view what I have response to the live chat? I don't know what that means, mate. Sorry. So look, we are about to get underway. Sit back, relax, and I will do my best to take you through it. As always, if you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button, folks. We'd love to get your support as we move on to try and get towards 250,000. And also don't forget to drop a like on the video as well. We've 600 likes, but there's nearly, 2,400 people in the chat. So come on now, hit that like button. Would you take Bobby back on loan for the rest of the season? Oh, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I don't think I could go through saying goodbye to Bobby again. So no. Yeah. I can see where the enthusiasm would be. But I don't know. I don't want to go through saying bye-bye to Bobby again. Right, so Liverpool are in our purple kit. Arsenal, as I said, in their all-white kit for the No More Red campaign. And, yeah, let's go. The amount of people who just want my attention by writing stupid stuff, dude, say something nice to me and we can have a chat. I know you want me to read out your comment because you throw my name into your username, but it's not happening, my man. Try to come in and be nice and we can have a chat. Right. Get ready. Again, I will sing for you guys just so we can get our clocks all synced up and ready to go. Mr. Lego Man is ready. Mr. Klopper Man is ready. Let's go. Liverpool playing from right to left in the first half. Harvey Elliott about to kick off. Beautiful setting for a beautiful evening's football. And may the best team win. Come on, ref. In your own bleeding time there. Right, we are off. We are off. Right, if you are going to put a prediction into the chat, my friends, do me a favour. Just put the letter P after your prediction. Right. Liverpool did do the decent thing and launch the ball out left side, but Arsenal now in possession. Ibu steps in and wins it back. And it goes out. It'll be an Arsenal throw-in on this near side. To the window! To the wall! Sorry, I seen it wrote in the chat, and you got to sing it when it's there. You're the best, Craig. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Still waiting for this throw-in to be taken, by the way. And Ben White stole about 10-15 yards there. Flicked on by Darwin. Right, so it is Diaz on the left. Darwin through the centre. And it does look like Elliott on the right with Gakpo in midfield. I'm still trying to get a grip of this team, but it does look like Elliott on the right, Diaz on the left, Darwin through the centre, Gakpo in midfield with Jones. That's the way I'm seeing it anyway. I will sync when we get... Thank you, Dave East. You're very kind, mate. Appreciate you. I'll sync now when we get to 1 minute and 30. Lucho flicks the ball inside looking for Darwin. A couple of ricochets there. Arsenal clear the lines. It will be a Liverpool throw-in on the near side. Right, my friends. We are at 1 minute and 30. 1, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Right, I'm just checking across to see if there's any other notable changes of position. So Jones on the left side of the midfield by the looks of it. Yeah, Gakpo the right side of midfield. And then, as we said, the front three is, as we mentioned, Diaz left, Elliott right, Darwin centre. Oh, ball over the top. Oh, my days. And Arsenal at the side netting. That was close. Just one simple ball over the top again. Our defence was on the back foot. Arsenal get their way through and nearly score. Let's have a look. And what's worrying about that was how slow Canade was. How was Canade that slow? Like, he had 3-4 yards on him and then just didn't burst into full pace. Did anybody else notice that? That was weird. Yeah, he was jogging. Why? I don't... That was worrying for me that he was done so easily for pace. Ball up the line to Diaz. Spins inside. He's got Rice there for pressure with him. Gets the ball out to the right wing to Elliott. Elliott now crossed in. It's behind everybody. Second ball. Still with Harvey Elliott. Liverpool free kick wide at right hand side. Well done, Harvey Elliott. Got to keep an eye on this Canade thing, because that's... Canade usually has recovery pace for days, but I don't know what was up there. Right. Free kick, wide right. The men are up from the back. Canade's up, Kwanzaa's up, Gakpo's in there, Darwin's in there. Let's see if we can't work something from this. Elliott and Trent over it. It's the poor free kick that's overhit and goes all the way out on the far side. It's not great delivery that from Trent, but maybe he's just getting his a sighter in. Throw into Arsenal on the near side. Jones wins the ball back. Throw into Arsenal. They go short with the throw in. Up the line. Kwanzaa's there, heads it away. Rice wins the second header. Ball then goes out off Joe Gomez, and it will be an Arsenal throw in on the near side. Game not really catching fire as of yet, but with so many changes to both sides, probably take a while for the settle in. Liverpool have it back in midfield now. Gakpo, his ball's intercepted. Now it's with Saka for Arsenal. Saka, ball inside Odegaard. Odegaard squares it out right hand side. Arsenal still in possession. They've had to go backwards here. Press comes on from Liverpool. Arsenal work it back out into the left channel. Still Arsenal in possession. Those white kits are blinding, man. Especially the numbers on the back of them you can't see. Saka now. Tackled by Joe Gomez. And that'll be an Arsenal throw in on the right hand side. And Arsenal obviously have no name on the back of their shirts either, so it's making it pretty confusing from distance. Throw in, went to the byline. Cleared by Liverpool. It'll be an Arsenal throw in on this near side again. Another Arsenal throw. It's just stop start at the minute. Strike. Ooh. It'll be an Arsenal corner. Took a deflection. So the throw-in came from White. Arsenal played it from the byline back to the edge of the box. Then there was a strike. It took a block off Trent and it goes for an Arsenal corner on this near side. 7 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. Saka with the ball in, flicked on at the near post. Goal line scramble and we've hooked it away. Well done, Harvey Elliott. Oh my days. That was again very, very disjointed and we didn't look great there picking up players and Mark and Arsenal won a couple of flick-ons. Still in possession. Saka, Odegaard, Havertz. He has a strike. Alisson's forced to make a save and comes up with the second attempt and grabs it. Well done, Alisson. So far, Arsenal definitely settling in now a bit quicker, getting into their stride. Jones to Diaz. Josh, thank you, man. I am well and appreciate your support on the channel, man. With us for 2 months now. Thank you. Alisson. Good save that from Ali, by the way. And good reactions to get up quickly. Plays the ball into the feet of Gakpo. To Kanade. Nothing on there. He goes back to Alisson. Ali spreads the ball out left hand side, but it'll be intercepted by Saka, who aimlessly just boots it forward. Kwanzaa now. Man on, man on. Again, it's just a ball straight back to Arsenal. We're not really finding a way out at the minute. It's been all Arsenal here in the opening 8-9 minutes. Yeah, you don't get to redact your message, mate. I already seen it and banned you, so I'm not reacting anymore. I told you, I'm only reacting to the positive stuff now. Negative stuff just gets banned. Not even warning, just banned. I'm here for the fun and the positive stuff, so no more Angry Craig at trolls. Only Angry Craig at the football. Arsenal trying to pick away through again. Come on, boys. Come on. Diaz, that's a foul, ref. That's a foul. Free kick to Liverpool. And thank you, Brian. Brian's been very helpful to me trying to work my way through not reacting to the negative comments. Saka's down here for Arsenal. I don't think there's too much to be concerned about. He's limping a little bit, Saka. You can already see Arteta making his notes there ahead of his next email to the FA saying, protect our boy. Saka, he's been fouled too much. Protect our boy. Kanade. Again, press comes on from Arsenal. Elliott now. Nothing on for him, so he goes back to Alisson. Stay strong, man. I'm a bipolar gentleman. Well done for not taking the bait. It's tough. Oh my days, what have we done here? Odegaard. Bar. Arsenal smacked the bar. Again, blocked. Trent clears. What are we doing, boys? Wakey, wakey, come on! Gifting them chances, and thankfully we get away with it again. Arsenal rattle the crossbar. Could, maybe, should have been 1-0 there to the Gunners. Hopefully we settle into this, because that was worrying. These last 6-7 minutes or so, Arsenal have really put the pressure on, and we just don't look awake yet. Ball through the centre. Oh, Darwin nearly gets there, but it's back with Ramsdale. Close him down. We need to wake up quickly, or we're going to be behind. And again, gifting. See what I said to you before about not being our worst enemies. You're so far behind normal time. There's nothing I can do, my man. I'm watching the game on BBC through my Sky Glass TV. It's not that I'm not using the right platforms are at, and it's just that there's inbuilt delays with streaming. If I had a satellite dish, it'd be different, but Sky Glass products unfortunately do have that little delay in them, and it is frustrating at times, I know. And there's also the YouTube delay as well. Right, 12 minutes on the clock. Yeah, I've said to you before that Joe Gomez worries me. I've said this to you numerous times, that he has lapses of concentration that can often lead to us gifting opposition chances. And thankfully we got away with it again this time, but we can't be giving Arsenal chances like that. Throw in, Gomez takes it. Again, Arsenal win the header, but it'll be another Liverpool throw in near the halfway line. Yeah, that was a great block by Ibu. Somebody's just pointed out in the chat. Yeah, Ibu definitely saved us there. Gomez has his pocket picked by Saka. Ball was pulled back to the edge of the box. Ibu makes a great block, and then Odegaard rattles the crossbar. That was, yeah, we were lucky there. Anyway, we're on the attack now with Diaz to Jones. Back to Diaz. McAllister. Trent. Kwanzaa. Alexis to Jones, left side. Better this. Little spell of possession here for Liverpool. At least takes the sting out of the Arsenal attack. Trent. Kwanzaa. Jones was fouled when receiving the ball from Rice. That'll be a Liverpool free kick. Trent. Elliott. He has his pocket picked, but we win it back. Trent. Again, to ball forward, looking for Diaz. Wasn't there. Second ball. Well done, Diaz. Or well done, Darwin. Sorry. McAllister. We've won it back now with Trent. Out to Elliott in a wide right position. Jones. Trent. Movement, boys. Movement. Everyone's so stationary. Somebody move. That was pathetic. We had the ball on the right-hand side on 2 or 3 occasions. No movement. No runs. No options. Nothing. If we're going to try and play tiki-taka, breakthrough defences type of stuff, we need to move the ball a lot quicker than that. And we need to have options. Everyone was far too static. Someone said this team is not winning the Prem. You're right. The one that will win the Prem will have Salah and Van Dijk in it. 15 minutes on the clock. Kwanzaa, ball into... Why do we play these needlessly risky balls into the likes of Jones and here with Darwin? And it's just... All it takes is one little foot stuck in to knock the ball forward and we've turned over possession. Gakpo slips it down the line for Diaz. Good run by him. Ball back to Elliott. Elliott inside to Gakpo. Gakpo spins, looking for options. Goes back to Ibu. Nothing on right, so Ibu switches it up. Kwanzaa. And Endo, yes. Endo as well will be in that title-winning team, correct? Saka now for Arsenal. We're trying to counter-attack. Look at that space. One pass took out 3 of our boys. And now Odegaard has space in midfield. He gives it to Havertz. Arsenal work it out left-hand side. One pass takes 3 of our players out of the game. Arsenal nothing on here for them, so they're forced back to the halfway line. Man on. Man on. Trent. Out to Elliott. Oh, by the way, I have a question. Why is it that Manchester City are allowed not to wear the FA Cup Emirates badge just because it clashes with their sponsor? Anybody got an answer on that one? Because everybody else has to wear it. Why is it that because they have their own airways as a sponsor, they don't want another country sponsor on their shirt? That's political, in my opinion. Got nothing to do with football. It's pathetic. And I think they shouldn't be allowed, if they're not willing to wear it, they shouldn't be in the tournament. Simple as that. The FA have a sponsor for the tournament. If it happens to be competition for your airline, tough. Wear it or don't play in the competition. You don't get to bring political and national differences into a game of football. Like, players have Nike brands and they wear Adidas shirts. You know, you see it all the time, vice versa, Puma, Under Armour, whatever it might be. Allison. Love that orange kit Ali has on, by the way. Really, really vibrant. Love the colour of it. Kwanzaa now. Quandini. Quannavaro. He's dispossessed. Come on, boys. Get back, get back, get back. Come on. Press is there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Well done. Arsenal are doing well at dealing with the press. They find a bit of space now with Rice. Come on. That's it. Go. Go. I mean, Arsenal are moving the ball around well here, but still well inside their own half and haven't really gone anywhere. I don't know what the have a day off is, DP. I need more information. If you're talking about the Man City stuff, I think it's a fair question. You know? Do we not think it's a bit flat on our side? Yes, I do. But this is what happens sometimes, you know, in games where you make a lot of these changes, and you've got Van Dijk behind, obviously, with his illness. So, yeah, Liverpool do look a bit... I don't like Darwin through the centre either. I don't. But Klopp seems to have a plan from through the centre here, but I don't like it. I always think he's more impactful off the left. Jesus Christ, boys. Centre backs, look at them. Kwanzaa and Gomez bumping into each other. Yeah, Gomez drunk. He's not playing well here, Joe. He hasn't woke up yet. Almost 20 minutes on the clock. Still scoreless, but Arsenal certainly with the better of the opening exchanges. Arsenal try a little ball dinked over the top. No need to foul on me, Boo Stand. Saka. Arsenal tried to switch the play, but Liverpool got a block in. Odegaard. Little 1-2. Good block by McAllister, but Arsenal win it back. K-Pax, thank you for gifting an Anfield Agenda membership, mate. You're very kind. Ball out. Gomez lets it go out. That'll be a Liverpool throw-in on this near side. Ian Wright's in the house anyway. Camera pans into him. He's a very likeable fella, Mr. Ian Wright. Gomez, good throw inside to Jones. Jones gives it back to Curtis. Or, excuse me, to Joe. Kwanzaa now with a nice ball infield, which Trent receives and takes on the move. Well done, Trent. Beautiful bit of control, that. Trent, ball down the line to Darwin. Well done. Darwin, head up, cross in. Arsenal put it behind. That'll be a Liverpool corner. Better that, lads. Better. That was a lovely ball. Kwanzaa to Trent, and the way Trent took the ball and turned and attacked. Lovely bit of play, that. And then slips it down the line to Darwin. Right side of the penalty area. He pulls an early cross in. Arsenal defender took no chances. Put it behind for a Liverpool corner, which Elliott comes across to take. Right, here comes the signal. Cross in. Darwin gets a header, can't direct it towards goals, goes about 3 yards wide. But that is an area where we could look to have some joy today in the air. It's not really going to do any damage with that header, Darwin. Arsenal in possession now, switching the ball from right to left into a lot of space there. Arsenal now trying to attack down our right-hand side. Trent goes across. Arsenal player stumbles, goes to ground. Referee says nothing doing, points for a goal kick. Yeah, he just stumbled, the Arsenal player there. Trent gave him a little nudge to put him off balance and he went to ground. We're back on their way. Alisson. Kwanzaa. Ball infield. Again, look at this. Us giving the ball to our players with two Arsenal lads right behind them is just begging for us to be punished. Come on. That feels like a risk that's not going to work out well for us today. For people asking about VAR, yes, there is VAR. But we're underway, so you don't need to worry about the VAR for that incident. And it was never a penalty anyway. But yeah, that receiving the ball there, be it Jones, Nunes or whoever, with the back to goal inside our own half is just waiting to be punished. Cross in, clipped away by Arsenal. Come on, boys, keep the press up. Keep the press up. Forced Arsenal to punt it long. Well done, Ibu. Well done. Kwanzaa. Out to Trent. Ooh. Heavy touch from Trent, but he manages to keep possession. Gives it to Cody Gakpo. He's tugged back. Free kick to Liverpool wide right. Arsenal isn't happy. But they never are. He just told the ref to F off, by the way. That should be a yellow card. Ref heard it as well. He'll bring him over and he'll just talk down to him because it's Arsenal and you're not allowed to give London clubs cheap yellows. But he just told the ref to F off. Why is that not a yellow? Why is that okay, but Van Dijk gets a ban and an extra suspension? These are the things that we all as football fans see and see the discrepancies. Ball in from Elliott. Comes off, I think. Came off Kwanzaa's head, but it was more off his head than attacking it, and it goes into Ramsdale's arms. You're playing Ireland in your cricket game. Well in, Zane. Enjoy. Trent, nice ball into Gakpo. And Gakpo's... What am I saying to you? Oh, lads, again. This ball into players with our back to the opposition goal is going to cost us today. Arsenal have won the ball back 2 or 3 times from us doing that. It just feels like there's an accident waiting to happen here, lads. Robbo should be back, Brooklyn, we believe, towards the end of January, mate. But it's a fluid situation at the minute. Obviously, it depends how he reacts when the shoulder starts to go through more range of movement. And Costas actually could be ahead of schedule as well, which looks really good. He's been posting images of him on the yoga mat. Saka now for Arsenal. Look at the movements. Look at the difference in Arsenal's movement in attack when they get into our final third. That one comes to nothing, but the difference of movement and options. See the little interplay there between Odegaard and Saka and how quickly those Arsenal players move and are fluid to give options. Let's have a look. Why is Ibu down? I mean, Saka collided with Ibu. Not really particularly dirty about it, but for a man that big with, what, 9 stone wet through jumping into him. You think Ibu would be able to just stand there and block that, wouldn't you? Anyway, Ibu's back up. We're underway. Alisson just has the ball on the edge of the box. He's trying to draw an Arsenal player on. Goes long. Ball drops. Second ball, Jones to Diaz. Free kick to Arsenal. Nearly 28 minutes on the clock of the Emirates. Still Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. Saka's just tying a shoelace, so we're awaiting that. Now we're back on their way. Arsenal gone short with the free kick. They're playing it round at the back. Press comes on from Gakpo. Ball down the line. Kai Havertz now. Again, look at the runners and the movement from Arsenal. How quickly their players join the attacks. Saka. Odegaard. Cross in. Headed away by Trent. Diaz, but only as far as Jorginho. Rice. Ricochet. Trent steps in. Clear it, boy. Clear it. Well in, Trent. Good bit of defending that, Trent. Well done. And still manages to find a beautiful ball to Diaz. It's a little bit behind Elliott now. That was beautiful from Trent, by the way. Man on. Look, this is going to be... Havertz, Ricochet into Alisson's hands. How many times? How many times? Remember, I said this 15, 20 minutes ago. This ball into the player with our back to goal is going to cost us today. That's 2-3 times now we've turned over possession and Arsenal have almost gotten a chance to score. It's worrying and it's not working. Whatever the plan is, it ain't working. If it's to draw them on and try and free up space behind, well, we need to reevaluate because this is not working as it is. If I can see it and you can see it, surely to God, Linders and Klopp can see this. Kanade. Kwanzaa, nothing on there, so he goes back to Alisson. A lot of people talking about Endo in the chat, and you're right. These are those positions where Endo has been immaculate, to be fair to him. And maybe we're so used to Endo being press resistant that we're getting a bit cocky, but what we see today is not the same resistance from that press from Arsenal, and we need to adjust. Whitehammer said, I'm sick to death with McAllister as CDM. Well, it is where we are at the minute, dude. Trent. McAllister. Are we playing well? No. We're not. Certainly been second best here in the opening 31 minutes. But the good news is it's still scoreless. And while it's still scoreless, you're in the game. Diaz. McAllister. Kwanzaa. He plays at left side to Curtis Jones. Kanade. Just no options. Look at the space now McAllister's in. Play around it. There you go. Now's the space. Move it right. Move it right, Jones. Move it. Too long. Too long, Jones. Too long. Gakpo. Roger said, clearly getting more popular, Craig. The ad interruptions on YouTube today is mental. So, Roger, I'm going to say something in a second, mate. Bear with me. That's a good thing for me because our live streams for watch-alongs have been demonetized a lot for no reason lately. So, I know it's a pain in the backside for you guys, but for us, that's good news. Because we've lost about, I don't know, $1,500 over the past month or two on demonetized stuff, which is frustrating for us because we don't feel we're doing anything to get demonetized. So I'm glad you're getting an ad, if that makes sense. Jones again. Just silliness. What is he at? Free kick. Jones there trying to go full on, I don't know, Ronaldo. And gets dragged to the ground by Ben White. That's a free kick to Liverpool near the corner flag on this near side. What's demonetized? When they remove your ad revenue. Basically, the way you make money on YouTube most of the time is through advertising, ads that pop up for you guys, super chats, memberships. They stay active, but yeah, our ads haven't been really running during watch-alongs, which has been a huge hit to us. And we're trying to get to the bottom of why. Free kick, Trent over it. Ball in. Just straight out of play. Tries to dink it towards the back post there, Trent, and a little bit too much on it, and it drops over Ramsdale's crossbar and behind for a goal kick. It's a waste of time. Look at the space between the 6-yard box and the edge of the 18-yard box there, folks. Look back and have a look. When Trent takes that free kick, look at the amount of space between the 6-yard box and the 18-yard box, and we'd nobody in there. Would have been unmarked. Wouldn't have been anybody within 5-6 yards of them if we went directly across. McAllister wins the ball back, slips it into Jones. Stumbles. And gives the ball away. Arsenal now on the counter. He's off. He's off. Get the flag up. Havertz offside. Free kick Liverpool. Jota poor play. Dude's not on the pitch. I mean, I'm all for holding players to account, but criticising Jota when he's not even on the pitch is a little bit over the top. How was that not a yellow? Look, I've given up trying to figure out what referees do or don't do, mate. It's... yeah. I'm giving up trying to figure them out. Offside against Liverpool again. Arsenal free kick. They take it short. My friends, do hit the subscribe button and also drop a like on the stream if you haven't already. Saka, wide right now for Arsenal. Ball in, blocked by Gomez. No brainer, miss Salah and Endo, said K-Pax. We absolutely do, mate, yes. I would say more missing Endo in this game so far with the way the game has been. Rice now lines up a shot, has a strike straight at Alisson. Well done. Good positioning by the man in orange. Jones. Again, a little bit too much out of the ball. Then over hits the ball through to Darwin. It's back with Ramsdale. Rice. Arsenal looking to play out. Jones almost punishes them. Forces Ramsdale to go long. Come on, boys. Oh, free kick again. Silliness. McAllister getting frustrated, but excuse me. Arsenal just look sharper. Saka now. Wide right for Arsenal. Even the ricochets aren't going for us. Oh! Strike. Snapshot from White. And Alisson has to tip it over the bar. That all came from, again, a kind of ricochet / lucky break for Arsenal as Saka tried to take on Gomez. The ball rebounds back on the edge of the box to Ben White, who hits it first time with a sliced strike, and Alisson has to palm it over the bar, so it'll be a corner to Arsenal. Saka with the delivery. Lads, we should be 1-0 down. Havertz just had a free header at the far post and puts it wide from 3-4 yards. And I did warn about his far post headers in the build-up to the game earlier on. There you go, look. Centre back, not even jumping. Kwanzaa not even jumping with him. Free header. What's he doing? You can't not jump and challenge. That's our centre back. Like if your centre back should be winning that. You should be winning those battles and challenges aerially, and free header is just not good enough. I'm sorry from anybody. Now Kwanzaa's down. I don't know. He's holding his left ankle, I think. Klopp's just getting filled in, I think, from one of the medical staff. He just felt something after he kind of threaded. Studs got caught in the ground, it kind of looked like. And he rolled the back of his ankle or something. Just watching what's going on here with Kwanzaa. Obviously, he has to wait 30 seconds now regardless, but looks like Kwanzaa will rejoin the game, but as of right now, it's an Arsenal throw-in. Oh, get up, Saki, you little dope. Oh, get up. The state of that. The state of this shit, like, honestly. McAllister's looking at him like, what? Dude went down like there was a sniper in the stands. Watch. Oh, get up, you little clown. That's embarrassing, lads. It's embarrassing. I don't know what. Just get up, you little dope. Going around leaving bits on our players and gets blocked and goes down like he's being shot. That's lads, that's embarrassing. Free kick Arsenal, foul on Odegaard from Curtis Jones. Not Curtis Jones, sorry, Joe Gomez, my apologies. Or was it Jones? Both of them, by the looks of it. Either way, free kick Arsenal. Saka's well enough to take it. That's the good news, lads. Saka has recovered from that, what can only be described as catastrophic collision. And he's strong enough to take this free kick, so. And then puts it straight out of play. So obviously still suffering the after effects of that. I don't know what else to say, but like, hellacious, that's the word, hellacious collision with McAllister. He's obviously still a little bit wobbly there, and he puts that straight out of play. McAllister to Trent. Good ball up the line. Oh, well done, Ramsdale. Well done, Ramsdale. It's a great ball that from Trent into space for Darwin, but the Arsenal keeper read it well, comes out of his area and puts it out for Liverpool throw in. What are we at? I've said this so many times, lads. This playing with our back to goal, receiving the ball thing is just going to cost us at some point today, and we were lucky again there. If Havertz wasn't so terrible, we'd have been behind. Unlucky. Tried to switch it out left side to Diaz, but it's just not there for us. It isn't working at the minute. Whatever the plan was for the first half, this isn't working. And thankfully for us, Havertz is all kinds of shy. But we need to wake up at the back, lads. Gakpo. Trent. Strike. Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh! Unlucky. Unlucky. He knew. Look at the smile on his face. He hits it well, Trent. Oh, keeper's beating all ends up and it rattles the bar. Did Ramsdale get a little touch on that? Good strike that from Trent, though. Trent and the crossbar have been having a bit of a battle lately, and the crossbar has been winning, but that was a great strike. Two minutes added on at the end of the first half, my friends. 2 minutes. Allison out to Canade. Both teams haven't hit the crossbar in the first half. Odegaard for Arsenal, Trent for Liverpool. Ref added on 2 minutes at the end of the first half. We've had about 35 seconds of that. And I'll tell you what, if we get in at half time scoreless, I'll certainly feel relatively happy about that with what we've seen so far. It's a Liverpool ball. Well done. The ball's Canade here, Joe. Canade's the ball. No, he just throws it straight to Ben White. The state of that from Gomez. The absolute state of it. Did you see that throw in from Gomez? There wasn't a Liverpool player within 5 yards of the Arsenal player he threw the ball to. Free kick to Arsenal here right at the end of the first half. There was shoulder to shoulder. I don't get that. Arsenal players going down like little children. That was a shoulder. To me, that shoulder to shoulder. Is that gone out of the game now as well? Free kick in, headed away. Ref blows up, half time. So at half time at the Emirates, it's Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. And we need to be a lot better in the second half. But the good news, I guess, is that we are still level. We do look disjointed today, yes. I mean, look, I agree with a lot of the chat, a lot of the comments. Kwanzaa hasn't looked the Kwanzaa we've seen previously. Gomez has been all over the shop. We're too easy to press. When we receive the ball at the back, we play it into midfield. Whether it's McAllister or whoever with the back to goal, that looks like an accident waiting to happen. So Klopp needs to tweak this a little bit to wrestle back control of this game, because we're being overrun. And Trent has spotted some good passes down the channels occasionally, but ultimately we need to just try to wrestle back control. I'm thinking Gravenberch's probably an option. Jota would be great, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's hand it over to you guys. We've been shocking, said Ashley. McAllister should not be playing as DM, said Steve B. We miss Endo, absolutely. Elliott's the worst. I don't know how you're trying to put this on Elliott. I don't think Elliott's misplaced the pass. But okay, you've got your Elliott agenda, fair enough. We look lethargic, that's a fair shout, Cop. 0-9. Kanade is bad, he's not playing well today. None of our defence really looks that good today, to be honest with you. Kanade, now, to be fair to Ibu, he did have a really good block. The one that I think Arsenal hit the bar. I think it was the same move. Initially, Ibu made a really, really good block, and then it dropped to Odegaard and he rattled the bar. So, yeah, I think Ibu has had some good moments. But that ball over the top to Nelson, that Ibu was jogging, I don't understand that. That worries me. I'm looking at a replay of it right now, and the fact that he didn't even break into a sprint worries me. And Alisson obviously forced him wide, and then Arsenal player hits the side netting, but we've been dreadful so far. Quite lucky not to be 1 or 2-0. Well, yeah, but I feel like the opportunities we've given them. I don't remember too many coming from good Arsenal play. We've just been caught in possession, and they deserve credit for that press, of course. But I think it's very easy to clean up a lot of these stupid little mistakes. Lucky to be still in it. Yes, I agree. We're not playing well. You're not going to get any argument from me on that. So what do we do about it, I guess? Well, let's have a look at the bench to see what options are available to Jurgen. So, obviously ignoring the goalkeeper position, we've got Diogo Jota, Ryan Gravenberch, Bobby Clark, Luke Chambers, Kate Gordon, James McConnell, Conor Bradley, and Trey Neone. So you're thinking Gravenberch, Jota are your two most likely there from the bench. Yeah, I'm saying Gravenberch, Jota are the two most likely. I don't like Darwin through the middle. I just don't feel there's space there for him to operate in. I'm sure Kloppo has a reason as to why he's going with Darwin through the centre again, but for me, what would I do? See, I'm trying to think what we do here because I want Liverpool to put somebody with pace on the young left back. So maybe switching Jota or no, switching Diaz to the right might be an option. Bring Darwin to the left and then bring on Jota and take off Gakpo maybe, or move Gakpo central. I want us to basically try to isolate their left back, and we haven't really done it. And I don't think Elliott has the pace to really have a go at him. So I'd like to see somebody with some raw pace, be that Darwin or Diaz, starting to have more runs at that young left back. Do I think Maka played well? Okay. He's done going forward. I think McAllister's looked pretty decent, but I can't help but feel nervous every time he receives the ball with two Arsenal players right behind him, in and around halfway between the halfway line, the 18-yard box. It just feels like we're a press away from conceding, which, to be fair to Endo, we've kind of grown accustomed to how well he can be press resistant. Feels like Havertz has been our best player, said Danielson. Yeah, Havertz is... I'm kind of grateful that some of those chances haven't fallen to other Arsenal players. Sub off Gakpo. Yeah, I mean... Put Elliott back into midfield, take off Gakpo, and put Jota to the centre and move Darwin right. There. That's one option. So it would be one substitution, but I guess 3 positional changes. So drop Elliott back into midfield where Gakpo is. Take Gakpo off. Put Jota to the centre and move Diaz or Darwin to the right. I just feel like I want us to use some pace against some fullbacks on that left-hand side of Arsenal. Ben Doak for the winner. He's not even on the bench, mate. So he definitely won't be scoring any winners today. Why is there no centre-back on the bench? Where's Nat Phillips? I don't know when his loan spell with Celtic and his registration back with us is available, to be honest with you. So I don't know the answer to the Nat Phillips question. Other than that, we just don't really have any centre-back options at the minute, mate. But we'll be told as well we don't need to buy one, which is just hilarious. We're looking at our bench today and there is no real centre-back there because Verge is ill. But it also shows you, like, if this goes on between now and the end of the season, we're in trouble. That's why we need a centre-back. Did you see the Mirror article on Mbappe being unimpressed by Madrid's deadline? So there is a lot of chatter that Mbappe isn't impressed with the offer and, as you said, the pressure from when to accept it or not. But look, I feel like we need to just keep an eye on the Mbappe situation, but I wouldn't be looking into it too much as of yet. Swap Gakpo and Harvey positions. Yeah, could absolutely do that. You could put Gakpo on the right, but does he have the pace to really have a go at that Arsenal fullback? But it's not a bad show. Who do you think played best? In what sense, Sarah? Arsenal were the better team, if that's the question. No doubt about that. If you're asking who played well for Liverpool, I think Trent's had a good first half. I think Jones has gotten to some good positions, but I still feel like he takes too much out of the ball and he needs to release it a bit quicker at times. Defensively, outside of Trent, I think Gomez has been a problem. Kwanzaa hasn't looked the Kwanzaa we've seen previously. And Kanade, I'm worried about because I still don't know why he didn't accelerate in that early ball over the top. Can you see the absence of Mo Salah's influence in the game? On this particular game, I'd say that it's more evident that we're missing Endo. But I do understand your point. Salah would give us a better out ball and a better option on that right side. So I do get where you're coming from. But if I was to pick one of the two boys that's away at the moment, I would say Endo's the one we're missing Because if Endo was there and we were starting to win that midfield battle, or maybe, as I've said, receiving the ball and being more press resistant in how he turns in possession, I feel like we could start more attacks. So the forwards haven't really got much service. We need Diaz and Darwin to hit form. Yes. Look, a Darwin worldie would be very, very welcome today. But yeah, we missed both the boys already, as the chatter pointed out. And I'm not going to disagree with you because you're absolutely right. But I'm hoping that this today and the fact that Verge is ill, I'm hoping that sends a bit of a warning to FSG and Klopp that that's all it takes now. One muscle injury to Canade, that stuff with the ankle of Kwanzaa, if that had been a bit worse, that's how far we are from the season being in question. And that's why this window is so important for us to really lay down a marker and show that we are serious to want to win the league. We can't hope. We have to be proactive and give ourselves the best option. Definitely missing Salah more. I strongly disagree with that today, Barry. Because when we've been caught in possession and we've looked vulnerable, I think it's been when we've received the ball from the centre backs and full backs into midfield. I feel that Arsenal press has caused us trouble, and with Endo being more press resistant than McAllister, I strongly feel that Endo's influence would be bigger on this game right now than Mo, because Mo would definitely give us more ability to hold up the ball and give us more defensive cover. I'm with you on that one. But I think Endo would be the one for me that if I could pick one player to drop into this game now, it would be him. It's my mum's birthday. Can you give her a shout out, please? I'm sure she's only really nervous worrying about old Anfield Agenda giving her a shout out, my mum. But happy birthday to your mum. I hope she's a wonderful day. I hope you've all spoiled her rotten. I love you, Craig. Thank you, Alexander. Appreciate your support. Have you noticed I haven't gone in on anyone today? Not yet. So far, haven't lost the rag yet on anybody in the chat. See, our little muskrat secret's working out. We have to buy a centre back and even a DM because Maka is not good there anymore. Look, I don't want Maka to become a scapegoat for this performance. He's had a mixed bag. Going forward, he's looked brighter. But yes, he has been more of a concern when we receive the ball in midfield than we're used to with Endo over the last few weeks. But we just don't have... My problem that I've seen is when we get the ball in midfield, and particularly down the right, I've said this 2 or 3 times, look at the difference when Arsenal attack and we attack. They get bodies forward and there's movement everywhere. There's options and runners for their players to pick out. We're very static. And I'm not understanding what exactly it is we're trying to do in attack, because it's almost like we're attacking but we don't want to overcommit because we don't want to leave ourselves exposed to the counter, so we're not fully going balls out. It's almost too respectful of Arsenal, if that makes sense. It's very cool we're even saying we miss Endo. Yes, it is. And it's a testament to him and how well he's played. And thank you for your super chat, my friend. Robert said, maybe Canade thought that Ali will come out in the box and clear the situation. We're still in the game. I'm hoping for a big turnaround going forward. We are definitely still in the game. As you said, my man, it's scoreless and we haven't been at our best. So yeah, if we can up our levels in the second half, we're certainly in the game. We need the Japanese buzzsaw. I like that nickname. Would you take a home replay? I mean, yes, I would, but reluctantly. That's the word I'm looking for. Because you don't want replays. You don't want your team having more games to contend with, but you'd rather replay than going out of the tournament, yeah. India is in the house. Sachin, how are we, my friend? Nice to see you in. I hope life is treating you well. Oh, I've seen the Patrick Bamford goal, Miroslav. Oh, if anybody hasn't seen it, as Miroslav pointed out, ooh, I think all I can do to describe that goal is this, because that's, if you score it or you're a fan of Leeds and you see it, that's what you're doing, because it was sublime from Patrick Bamford. Where will the replay be? If it does go to replay, it'll be back at Anfield. But there's a long way to go before we talk about replays. There's 45 minutes left in this one. Liverpool are already out on the pitch. Arsenal coming out now. Don't forget, after the game, I'm going to do my recorded match reaction, then the player ratings, and then half hour after the game, we'll be back for our fan reaction show where you guys have your say on the game. So I'll have my say in the pre-recorded match reaction, then it's the player ratings, and then it's back for you guys to have your say on the game. So do make sure, 1, you hit the subscribe button, and 2, you drop a like on the video. We're already over 1,000 likes, so thank you for that. I'm going to tell you how close we are now. We're 25 subscribers away from 236,000, my friends. So 25 of you guys hit that button and we're there. Right, second half about to get underway. Arsenal going into a little huddle. I'm surprised they haven't all fallen over here. Because, you know, if we put that much pressure on some of those Arsenal players now, they'd be rolling around the ground. So it's very brave of them to go into that huddle like that. Right, second half about to get underway. Arsenal playing from right to left. And we're off. Arsenal do the decent thing and launch the ball long. Canade wins the first header, but the second ball drops to Havertz. He tries to turn around Trent. Trent gets a challenge in, and it's an Arsenal throw-in. I will sing for you guys when we get to 46 minutes. Come on, stand up. Well done. McAllister wins it back, plays the ball forward. To who, I don't know, because there's nobody there. Arsenal regather it and knock it around from left to right. Right, my friends, we're coming up now. We are at 46 minutes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So another foul there, another Arsenal player gone to the ground. Diaz this time adjudged to have fouled him. Diaz is on the right hand side this half, which you're welcome, world, by the way. You're welcome. So Gakpo's through the centre. Diaz is right. Elliott's in midfield and Darwin's left. Sing, Craig. There's nothing to sing about, to be fair. You need to burst into song if something happens, but... Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I wanna be in my wifey. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Yeah, so I'm liking that Klopp's made the changes. Left Darwin, right Diaz, centre Gakpo. It's almost like he's listening to Anfield Agenda at half time. I don't want to take all the credit, but, you know, I'm taking all the credit. Scenes now when people show up to the live show in Boston and it's just Craig sings the blues for 2 hours. People expecting Liverpool chat night just coming out giving a full me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. Craig with a full band behind him. Now that would be a live show. Craig Bublé. Canade. Up the line, nothing there. Goes straight at a play. Liverpool can see the throw in just inside the Arsenal half. Mandy, thank you. Appreciate your comment. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good new year so far. But that can be arranged. Well, I know that can be arranged because Brian is actually in a band. So technically, yes. The only problem with that, Brian, is there's absolutely no chance I'd sing in public. Zero. I can do it here. I feel comfortable at home, but I've never even done karaoke, Brian. And you're the singer, mate. I've seen you sing. You can actually sing. Come on, boys. Press. Ball over the top to Saka. Gomez. Stand with him. Yes. Great bit of defending, Joe. Well done, Joe. Ball was played into the right channel. It's a good ball out, actually, from Arsenal. And Saka has the run on Joe. See, that's recovery pace. Well done, Joe Gomez. Great recovery pace from Joe and a perfectly timed challenge. Jones now. Out on the left. Back to Gomez. Ooh, lines one up. Has a strike. Goes over the crossbar. It feels like since he's moved to left back with the injuries to Robbo and Costas, he's almost saying he's getting a goal. You can see Jomez wants a goal. And yes, I said Jomez. We're going back to the old school. Arsenal go long. Why did they take the goal kick short only for Ramsdale to hoof it up pitch anyway? Sometimes you look at these short goal kicks and you wonder, like, why not just hoof it long straight away rather than just pass it from the centre back to the keeper who launches it long? It's weird. McAllister to Kwanzaa to Jomez. Up the line looking for Darwin. Back to Jomez. Kwanzaa gives it to Ali. Ali to McAllister. He plays the ball around the corner to Trent. It's a little bit too much on that, though. Come on, boys. Wakey, wakey. Jesus fucking Christ. The amount of times we just give the ball away. Ball over the... Where was the offside flag line, though? Elliot. Oh, that's delicious to Lucho. Go on, son. Go on. Lucho, go on. So greedy. So greedy. First of all, he didn't play the pass through to Darwin when he was in acres of space. And then he just runs across the Arsenal 18-yard box and gives it away. Good ball, though. Good build-up play. Elliot to Diaz and then just unfortunately wasted. Kwanzaa. Trent. Nothing on, so he goes back to Ali. Allison plays it into that right channel. That is a beautiful ball. Go on, Lucho. To Darwin. For the love of God. For the love of God. We've got ourselves into some really good positions here in the last 2-3 minutes. And this time Diaz does well. Darwin plays it to Jones and apart from being offside, it's just not a great strike from Jones. It's offside anyway, but that was some ball from Allison to Diaz there. Jones. Man on! Move it! Move the ball! Pass the ball! Pass the damn thing! What is he at? Jones just wants the ball to run. Is he on, like, pay per second of touching the ball or something? Took so much out of that. Go on, Darwin, son. Go on. Strike! Ooh! Unlucky. Better. See? Cutting in off that side, he looks better, Darwin. Unlucky there. Tried to pick out the far corner. Out wide is where this will be won, Craig. Either us or Arsenal. I really fancy that long ball either side. It's causing mayhem for Arsenal. Yes, Benjamin, it is. And we are starting to have a bit of joy, as you've rightly said, in those wide areas. Ooh. Better. Stand up. Yes, Diaz. Tell the little bitch to get up. That's it. Has he given a free? Oh, you whingy little... Man, these Arsenal players are some weak little... Oh, lads, honestly, Arsenal players are such weak little, pathetic little children. Every time the ref just gives them whatever they want. Fucking hell. Arteta can piss off with his crying, by the way, about his players being fouled. They're all little children, just jump on the ground. It always makes me laugh when these lads are muscle tattoos, fade absolutely perfectly done, and then roll around on the ground like toddlers. Unlucky. Press. Come on, boys, press. Well in, Trent. Get up, Odegaard, you little clown. Come on. Darwin's a good challenge on him. Arsenal trying to counter-attack. Why isn't he getting booked for petulance? So Arsenal and their players can be whiny little clowns and moan at the ref all they want and nothing's happening. They can curse at the ref, they can flail their arms around, they can be petulant all they want, but because they're from London, they get no bookings. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Referees letting other teams away with everything. Jumping on the ground like children, petulantly throwing their arms around when they don't get free kicks, cursing at the referee, nothing, no problem. Look at this shit, the state of them. Get up, Jorginho, you little fucking clown. The state of that! Oh, get up! Somebody, oh my God. The state of this from Arsenal, honest, they should be embarrassed. I hope, how do these lads have girlfriends? Or wives, by the way? How? Imagine going out with that. Imagine this is my boyfriend shaking hands with the father, he's rolling around the floor flopping like a fish. The state of it. My daughter brought home one of these little clowns. And he started, oh, fuck off. State of it, like little petulant children. Ball ding to the far post, Saka. Oh, thankfully puts it over the bar. I'm not giving up on this, by the way. They're so pathetic. You aren't winning no league titles rolling around the ground like children. Do you know what I mean? Grow a pair, step up, man up, and actually show that you don't shirk the physicality of Premier League football. Here we go. Ryan Gravenberch about to come on to replace Cody Gakpo. Oh, and Jota as well. We love that. Jota and Gravenberch coming on now. McAllister coming off to be replaced by Gravenberch. I like this from Klopp. Captain Chaos is finally causing mayhem in those wide positions where he should stay, said Benjamin. Klopp is flogging a dead horse with him down the middle. That's where Mbappe will play. I like what you've done there, sir. So, double change. McAllister and Gakpo off. Jota and Gravenberch on. Let's see what Kloppo does this now. Let's see what Kloppo does with this, I should say. Excuse me. Because I've told you guys before, I like the idea of trying Gravenberch in a version of the number 6. Come on, boys. Press. Throw into Arsenal on the far side. Almost at the hour mark. It does look like Jones. Is it Jones on the 6 now? Is it Jones or Gravenberch? It looks like Jones from here. Stand up. Stand up. That's it, Trent. That's it. Good press. Well done, boys. Okay. Arsenal on the attack now down the left. Havertz. Oh! Oh, well done, Alisson. Havertz puts it across. It takes a deflection off a Liverpool player over Alisson's head. He's backpedaling, gets a touch, falls to Saka. Well, Saka just blasted over the bar. But do you know what the important thing we need to take from this is? Saka needs more protection. That ball could have killed him there. Look at it. Big yellow inflatable death trap coming towards Saka. Got to protect him. Got to protect him. This yellow death trap is just... It's life and death stuff, this. I hope the Premier League are taking note. Well done, Ibu. Come on, boys. Arsenal in possession on the edge of the Liverpool penalty area. Stand, no silly challenges. Well in. Liverpool ball, well in. Good defending. There he is, whinging again. How many times does Odegaard get to be a little bitch? Question, I want the scientific answer. How many times does Martin Odegaard get to be a little bitch before the referee grows a pair and books him? Look at the state of it, you absolute clown. Nelson coming off to be replaced by Martinelli. Ball upfield. Come on, boys, press. Arsenal hook it over the top. Well done. Well done, Kwanzaa. Hooks it forward. Gomez gets a head on it. Come on, Darwin. Press. Jota. Come on. Arsenal. He's off. He's off, Lino. Arsenal. Well, Odegaard. Martinelli. What happened to... Oh, I thought he was supposed to be cooking Trent. Oh, well, just gives the ball away again. But we'll be told he cooked Trent again, even though our two defenders just took the ball off him. Well in. Good, good, good. Slip it in, slip it in. That's what she said. Elliot, strike, weak. That's what she said. At Ramsdale. Weak shot, but good build-up play. Yes, Ibu. To Trent. Goes out looking for Darwin. It's over hit. Ball goes out. Unlucky. 26 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Still scoreless. We hit 236,000. Thank you, guys. Please do keep hitting that subscribe button, though. We're 14,000 away from 250,000. Wow. Unbelievable. Thank you so much. Jones. Got a little Mbappe news in a second. One sec. Next time the ball goes out, remind me to fire up the Mbappe train. Choo-choo. Jota, ball in. Come on, ref. About time you booked them. And he's still whinging about it. Get off, you clown. Right. So Connor's just sent me this from the Times. Breaking news from the Times newspaper say Kylian Mbappe is unimpressed by Real Madrid's attempt to push him into signing a pre-contract agreement this month. He wants to explore a range of options, including a possible switch to the Premier League as a free agent. Diaz in possession for Liverpool, 25 to go. Oh, unlucky again. Not great from Darwin. Ball out to Martinelli. Ibu comes across. Stand up. Cross in. Nobody there. Goes to Gomez. Gomez flicks it out. He's fouled. No, nothing doing, ref. No. Only the whiny little bitches from Arsenal can jump to the ground and get free kicks. Saka. Ball cleared by Liverpool. Mbappe coming in would more than likely mean Salah would be going out. Well, I don't know. But also... Thank you, Aaron, for your super chat, by the way, mate. You're very kind. Look, I don't know what's going on. I honestly don't, but I'm not going to say I don't like reading things like that he's unimpressed by Real Madrid's offer or pressure. Arsenal have had 15 attempts in the game to Liverpool's 7. But the most important stat is the scoreboard, and it's still 0-0. Martinelli now on the left wing for Arsenal. Does go past Trent this time, but his cross is blocked by Ibu, brings it away. Diaz. No chances. No chances. Get up, Diaz. Arsenal get on with it. Diaz is back up. Oh, this time Trent is cooked. Martinelli has had him twice there in the last minute and a half, to be fair. Ibu steps in, gets the block, and it's a corner. Arsenal starting to ramp up the pressure a bit. Martinelli doing this to kind of whip up the crowd, but he needs to be careful. If Saka gets that little wind, all bets are off. You know, we can't be putting wind into the ground for poor old Saka. You know, that and that death trap football. This could be serious. That corner from Martinelli's all kinds of shite, and it's cleared at the near post by Gravenberch. Ibu, step across. That's it, man. Well done. Goal kick. Choo-choo. So, let's be honest. Right now, as you're sitting at home, and yeah, you're watching the game, but you're also kind of thinking about Mbappe right now, aren't you? Let's be honest. Be honest. A little part of you right now is sitting at home, just wondering, just thinking, what would it look like? How many shirt sales would he have? Go on, Darwin. Go on, Darwin. Go on, you big sexy ponytailed hero. No. Another stupidly overhit pass that drags us wide, and another attack breaks down. Oh, get up, you little donkey! Ha! Gives him a yellow. Gives Elliot a yellow. Oh my God, you little gimp. Oh my God. He barely even touched them, let alone fouled them. And he gets a yellow for Jorginho being, and I quote myself here, a little bitch. That wasn't even a foul, let alone a yellow. Arsenal should be ashamed of themselves. The bleeding state of it. Liverpool ball, Arsenal free kick, or ball goes straight out of play. Liverpool ball on the near side. Come on, Gravenberch. You can't be losing those 50-50s. Saka out there now. Good challenge. Come on, boys. On the counter. Let's go. Let's go. Jota. Gravenberch. Nothing on, so he goes back to Curtis Jones. 19 minutes plus stoppage time to go. This referee, by the way, is an absolute joke. Imagine booking somebody for what isn't even a foul. You guys haven't seen, by the way, but I've played a blinder today with all the trolls. Just banning them, not even calling them out. Somehow, the Times writing a story about Mbappe somehow on me. I do love that. I love that I'm in so many people's heads, though, that when the Times write an article about Mbappe, it's on me fooling the Liverpool fan base. Brilliant. I love that I've that level of heroicness. I wish I had that much influence, though. But you never know. I might have a little meeting with John when I'm in Boston in March. Me, John, sit down. Talk about whether we play Mbappe through the centre or in a wide position. I want to say, actually, on Saka, and Arsenal fans, nothing but respect for you guys and your club, but listen to me. Don't ever, and I mean ever, try to tell me that Saka is anywhere near, even the same league, even on the same planet as Mohamed Salah when it comes to footballing ability and prowess. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's nonsense. He's not even in the same ballpark as Salah. He'll get there because he's a really impressive young man. But stop your silliness. Darwin. Cross is blocked. Hooked away by Saka. Handball. Well done, referee. Well done, Trent. Oh, unlucky. Trent tried to thread one through. Ibu, use your strength. Elliot flicks it on. Jota. Unlucky. Come on, boys. Free kick. And there was a foul there on the Arsenal centre-back. Free kick to Arsenal. Do you get paid extra for screaming when you get fouled? Like, I don't know. Can they not just get fouled and roll around? And they don't have to do the scream. Right, here we go. The kids are coming on now. Klopp, I don't know where to go with this one. Conor Bradley on for Elliot. And Bobby Clark on for Jones. I guess Klopp's looking at Thursday or Wednesday's game against Fulham now and trying to protect Jones and Elliott. So Clark and Bradley on, which I would imagine we'll see Trent move full time into the defensive midfield position. Ooh, Arsenal almost threaded the ball through there. Canade. Clark. Looking for Diaz. Arsenal defender gets a head in it. Liverpool throw in on the near side. Look, I can understand what Klopp's doing. I can understand it. I'm not going to be angry about it. It is what it is. Manage the squad. We've got to do. Gives Clark and it gives Conor Bradley an opportunity. Arsenal go directly long with the free kick. Referee said there was a foul there on the Liverpool player. Liverpool free kick. About 10-15 yards ahead of our 18-yard box. Ball flicked on by Darwin. Jota. Diaz. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Good bit of play there from our forwards. Darwin with the header. Flicked on. Eventually Jota plays it to Diaz. Diaz strike is touched around the post. Good interplay there from our attackers. Jota to Diaz. His strike forced a good save from Ramsdale at his near post. Darwin won the initial header. Then it was Jota. He slips it in. Diaz gets the strike away and Ramsdale makes a good save. 13 minutes to go. Still scoreless. Good play that though. Klopp liked what he's seen. I don't blame him. Oh, crossbar! Oh, and Darwin blasted wide. Diogo Jota hits the crossbar with a header. It ricochets and drops to Darwin. You know what the rest. You don't need me to say it. It's not even close. Unlucky from Jota. Great leap. Good header. Ramsdale was beaten. It hits the crossbar. Drops to Darwin Núñez and He puts it into a different postcode. Gomez now on the attack down the left. That's a free kick, referee. And there's Odegaard again. Another one. How many times is this little whiny little brat going to get away with being petulant? This is ridiculous. Odegaard's done this all game and the ref hasn't booked him. Look at him. Little brat. Fouls the player and then whinges at the ref. He's a brat is the only word I can describe him. The absolute state of it. Elliott gets booked for nothing. And Odegaard swears at the referee, petulantly throws his arms around all game. I hope we bury this and they can kiss my ass. Come on, boys. They need to be taught a lesson. Trent over it. Ball in. Golazzo! Golazzo! Goal! 1-0. Whoop whoop! 1-0. Lessons have been learned. There you go, 1-0. Liverpool with the breakthrough. Come on! I don't know who scored it. Was it Lucho? Was it an own goal? I don't know yet. Ball in by Trent into the danger area. I don't know who scored it, lads. I don't know yet. Doesn't matter. Was it Lucho? Was it an own goal? I don't know. Oh, there's the pyros. The red pyros are in the house. Whoop, whoop. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Own goal. Oh, so beautiful. Own goal. Oh, I'm erect. Who was it? Oh, yeah, own goal. Oh, I'm here for it. 1-0. 1-0, own goal. Yeah. Newland loves a bit of an own goal. I don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. I just can't control my feet. I just can't control my feet. Sunshine, moonlight, good times. OG. Come on, boys. 8.5 to go. Own goal from Kiwior was the final verdict. I wonder if we'll get it. I'm embarrassed. It's disgusting. I don't know why it's Tony Montana in my impersonation of Arteta. They're going to have to change him and put the angry Lego head on. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, it's what your little play acting deserves, Arsenal. Lads, our travelling away fans are the best in the world. Honestly, week in, week out, when the travelling cop is in town, they're absolutely sensational. Diaz now. Go on, boys. Bradley. Trent. Sign your name across my heart. I want you to be my lady. Right, Arsenal on the attack now, right hand side. 7 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Silly Darwin. Silly! Oh, get up, Saka, you little gimp. Right, we better defend this. Look, it was a foul on Saka. Don't get me wrong. Definitely a foul. It was a free kick. It's just I'm sick of the screaming and rolling around state of it. Oh, goal kick. We love that. Double ricochet. Havertz crying now. Go home! Go home! I mean, they're physically stronger defender than Canada. He's scary, quick and strong, said Benjamin Alford. Thank you, Benjamin. Oh, we've got tears in the crowd. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Liverpool 1-0 up at the Emirates in the FA Cup. Free kick. Try to take it quickly. Not sure about that, lads. We've won it back though, so it's okay. Bitty. Darwin now on the gallop. Into Diogo. Back to Ibu. Ibu on the gallop forward. Lads, you've got to ask the serious question though. All jokes aside. What's Mbappe thinking right now? That's what we all want to know. Five minutes plus stoppage time to go. Well done, young Bradley. Well done. Diaz. Protect the ball. No, don't just give it back to Arsenal, dude. Come on. Is there a second leg? No. If it's a draw, it will be a replay at Anfield. But if there's no extra time or anything today. If Arsenal got an equaliser and it finishes 1-1, we're going back to Anfield for a replay. Don't be trying to take on the Irish boy, Martinelli, you fool. You don't be taking on the young Irish man like that, mate. Conor Bradley's no fool. His mama don't raise no fool. Bradley's legit. Martinelli, take that L and hold that for a minute there, Gabrielle. You can put in Northern Irish all you want, mate. It's Ireland. It's on our island. He was born on the island of Ireland. He's Irish. If you want to be pedantic and call it Northern Irish, whatever makes you feel better. But we're proud of him because he's a great young talent. And you don't want to ask an Irishman about that debate, by the way. That's one thing the Muskrat will be coming out for quick. There he is. Trent again. Canade. Out to Trent. Oh, yes, Trent. Look at that in the corner flag from Trent. Beautiful bit of control there from Ibu's ball and then hooked away. 3 minutes plus stoppage time. Arsenal about to bring off another couple of babogues from the bench here. Who's Irish? Is it Bradley? Yes, Conor Bradley's from Northern Ireland. Smith Rowe and Trossard on for Arsenal. Look at those empty seats there at the Emirates. See them empty seats? I can spot them. Does anybody else see those empty seats? Arsenal fans leaving already. Two minutes plus stoppage. Look at all those seats. The good seats as well. Cleared again by Joe Mez. Well done, Joe. Come on, boys. That's it. Well played, boys. Come on. Diaz, you need to be giving him options, dude. Well done, Diogo. Keep the press. That's it. 2 words for Arsenal players and the ref. Cry more, said Nessie. Yes. Oh, come on, lads. Another free kick given away in a dangerous area. This time it's Grafenberg and he gets a yellow, and I'm not going to argue about that yellow. To be fair, that was a yellow all day long. Come on, you purples, let's get this done, said Shadow Vampire Wolf. Thank you for your support for 6 months, mate. Right, Arsenal over the free kick. Odegaard. Jesus, Darwin. Darwin heads it behind, but for a minute there I thought it was an own goal. I shall hydrate later with Arsenal tears, said Josh Black. Thank you for your super chat, Josh. And yes, there's plenty of them. So 4 minutes was added on, by the way. Hooked away by Liverpool. Come on, boys. Oh, slipped into Lucho. Get there ahead of him. That's it. Slip it across. Slip it across. Oh, unlucky. 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 He tried to do the right thing there, Lucho, on the counter. Tried to square it to Jota, but that's it. Keep fouling. Look, another yellow, ref. That doesn't matter. Keep fouling, and well done, Bobby Clark. Take all these yellows. That's absolutely a worthwhile yellow to take. Well done, Bobby Clark. More empty seats there. Look at them all. The state of that from Arsenal fans, you fair weather fucks. Arsenal fans should be ashamed of themselves. Look at all the empty seats. They're 1 goal down in the FA Cup. That's embarrassing. Fair weather fuckers, a lot of them. That's ridiculous. Hooked away. That's a handball. Hey, fucking arseholes. Yes, Bradley. Yes, Bradley. Another good bit of defending. Conor Bradley again with a header. Could be a big moment this for Conor Bradley in his career at Liverpool. Having a great little cameo here. Corner to Arsenal. Ball played in. Yes, Alisson. Yes, Alisson. Take your time, Ali. Take your time. 90 seconds to go. Do you remember when everybody was giving out about the changes Klopp's made with Clark and Bradley? Well, they've given us something. Darwin now down by the corner flag. That's it, Bradley. Go on. Ooh, cleared by Arsenal. Foul if you have to, boys. That's it. Take the fouls all day. Don't care. Take the yellows. "45 seconds to go. Canade's rallying the troops. Canade's been given man of the match as well, by the way. 30 seconds left. Free kick for Arsenal. They go directly long with it. It's headed away by Darwin. Odegaard has to go all the way back to his keeper. Come on, boys. 15. Headed. Go on. Counter attack. Nunes. De Jota. Bodies are forward. Come on, boys. Right decision. Diaz. Goal! Yes! Diaz! Lucho, baby! 2-0. Yes! Go on! Go on! 2-0. Whoop, whoop! The Reds are into the 4th round of the FA Cup, going and whooping Arsenal at their own gaff with the kids. Whoop, whoop! 2-0. Game, set, August match. It is all over. That is it. Dunzo. Out you go, Arteta. Bye-bye, Arsenal. And your fans who left early. So long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. Liverpool, 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 Liverpool. Whoop, whoop. 2-0. Game, set and match. What a finish from Diaz. Top bins. Keeper, no chance. Oh, yes. As Churchill would say. Aaron, thank you for the super chat, mate. Top bins. Klopp's delighted, as he should be. Much better second half. New lawn. And it's over. The referee has put the whistle to his lips, my friends. It ends at the Emirates. Arsenal, whingy crybabies are us 0. Liverpool, big boy pants 2. Diaz with the second goal after a Kiawar OG. And that, my friends, is how you do the FA Cup. So, no replays necessary. Just go to the Emirates and beat them and make their fans leave. Job done. Title race. Don't even talk to me about a title race. You just had your ass handed to you at your own gaff. You didn't get your dodgy get out of jail free cards from the ref today. Take your L. Bye-bye. Adios. My friends, that is Liverpool through to the next round of the FA Cup. That is Arsenal firmly put back in their box. And we move on. We will have another pop at Arsenal on the 4th of February, I think it is, in the Premier League. But right now, your boys, your Reds, or today, your Lilacs and Purples, are in the next round of the FA Cup. Jurgen Klopp has masterminded Liverpool's victory. Kiawar OG and Diaz with the goal. And that is it. Liverpool have beaten Arsenal by 2 of our goals to none of their goals. And it is exactly what their little crybaby whingy antics deserve. Because the men showed up and firmly put the boys in their place, even though we used the kids at the end to win it. Well done to Conor Bradley. Well done to Bobby Clark. Well done to those Liverpool players for keeping in the game when we weren't great in the first half and punishing them in the second. We love it. Don't forget, check out the match reaction. Player ratings videos coming up soon. And I will be live at 7 o'clock for the Anfield Agenda fan reaction show. Make sure you're with us because I'll have my say, but we want you guys to have your say. We'll see you in half an hour. Until then, talk to you soon.